Hello everyone, this is BCSBuster, and welcome to the first ever edition of Interactive with BCSBuster. Taking a slight hiatus this weekend from my LPing to kind of begin a new segment. I had talked about earlier with my 1000th video that I wanted things to be a little bit more interactive between myself and the members of the BCS Universe, and I figured this could be a good way to do it. As you all know, or as you may have guessed from some of my videos, I am a big professional wrestling fan and have been ever since I was like 8 years old. And the biggest weekend in wrestling is this weekend that we're currently in, Wrestlemania weekend. And this is the one pay-per-view that I order every year. I've watched every Wrestlemania live. Well, not live, but I mean I've watched it on the night it has happened probably since about, 1995, 1996. So I've been watching WrestleMania, every WrestleMania for almost 20 years now. And I just love WrestleMania, one of my favorite times of year. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of give my predictions for WrestleMania and kind of talk of some discussion this weekend as we prepare for WrestleMania. And if you are not interested in this, you can just turn off this video. You don't have to keep watching. This is just kind of a way for me to try and get interactive with the fans. And I'll be doing a bunch of these as we go on throughout my Let's Playing series. And if you ever have any ideas with interactive with BCSBuster, please let me know. And I will be happy to take those things into consideration. And we're going to get going with being more interactive between the members of the BCS Universe and myself. But for right now, let's get into my predictions for WrestleMania 29. The first match that we'll talk about is the interactive pre-show match to WrestleMania, and that's the battle for the Intercontinental Championship between Wade Barrett and The Miz. Now, this match is actually kind of unfortunate. I really don't understand why this match is not on the main card. I mean, this is going to be a great match between two guys who can really go in the ring. Wade Barrett he's got the bare knuckle brawler style, and I really like that about him. But The Miz has been somebody that's been able to carry the company. I mean, he was WWE champion. He was in the main event of WrestleMania 2 years ago against John Cena. So I really don't understand where WWE is going with both of these two performers, because I think they're both great. However, I'm going to go ahead and say that The Miz is going to win the Intercontinental Championship from Wade Barrett. And the reason for that is I think they're preparing Wade Barrett starting after WrestleMania to start. He needs to be at the next level. He needs to be going for either the World Heavyweight Championship or even the WWE Championship as a heel, because I really think that he is capable of that. And The Miz, I think they can put the Intercontinental Championship on Miz, and he can kind of be like a face for the company. He's done a lot of appearances on some of the late night talk shows. And I think giving him a belt will help with kind of some promotional stuff with the company. Plus, Miz is just a better champ. He's better when he's a champion. He's got the look when he carries a belt and kind of flips it down on his way to the ring. So I think just Miz looks better as a champion. So my pick for this one is The Miz to once again become the Intercontinental Champion. Next up is the match that I think will open up the card for WrestleMania 29, and I could be way off. I'm putting these predictions in order of how I think the card is going to go, but you really never know with what they're going to do. However, I think this match is going to open up the card, and it's going to be a wonderful contest between probably the most entertaining two performers in the WWE right now, in Team Hell No with Kane and Daniel Bryan. I just love it when he comes out and does the no, no, no. No! I think it's just freaking hilarious. And then, of course, Dolph Ziggler, who's just an incredible performer all the way around. And I'm excited we're finally going to get to see Big E Langston in action. I'm very curious to see what this guy can do. It's a lot of pressure, though, to perform, to make your debut on the grand stage of WrestleMania. I mean, wow. That's pretty intense. I mean, we'll talk more about that a little bit later. But the wild card in this, of course, is AJ. And she's just kind of chilling on the other side. I think that we're actually going to have new tag team champions, and that Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston are going to win and become tag team champions, mostly because I think Langston needs a belt. I don't think Team Hell No needs belts anymore. I think AJ is going to be a distraction to either Bryan or Kane, and they're going to end up losing the tag team championships. Maybe it's going to cause a split, and they'll both start to go on their own, and maybe they'll start competing, because both of them could very easily be thrust into a main card picture and start competing for the World Championship or the WWE title, and I think that's really where they should go. However, I think, of course, I think Ziggler could also become Money in the Bank winner, not at WrestleMania, but the Monday night on Raw. I think he's going to cash in and become Money in the Bank winner the Monday after WrestleMania. But for right now, I'm going to say that there are new tag team champions, and Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston will become the new tag team champions. Next up is Chris Jericho versus Fandango. I think I said it correctly. That's good. All right. Now, you want to talk about pressure. I mean, Fandango is going to be debuting his match on the grand stage of them all at WrestleMania. The grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Whew, a lot of pressure. Of course, he's going in with one of the greatest of all time in Y2J, Chris Jericho. And I've been a Chris Jericho fan ever since the whole well, actually, right before the Y2J gimmick, when he was doing all that stuff in WCW back in 97, 98. Man, that stuff was just hilarious. And he had Ralphus, Jerichoholic Ninja. That's awesome. The only way that this can happen, that this is going to go, is Fandango's going to get the win. I mean, you can't build up Fandango as much as you have and then not let him get a win on the main stage. And it's great that he's being paired with someone like Jericho, who's a veteran. Jericho doesn't need a win. He's going to, he's a Hall of Famer eventually. He's he's multiple-time champion. So I think this really shows how much WWE has, how much they think of Johnny Curtis, the character or the guy that's playing Fandango. I mean, they think he's going to be a big deal. So this match could very easily steal the show. Or it could be a big, big disaster. But I think it's going to steal the show. I think they're going to have a great match. And I think Fandango is going to defeat Chris Jericho. Next up is the Battle of the Heavyweights. Ryback versus Mark Henry. And this one's really simple. Ryback's going to get the win here. I think this is going to be a quick match because really there isn't a whole lot these two guys can do without the crowd getting bored. What's going to happen is they're going to go for a little bit, and eventually there's going to be a spot where Ryback will pick up Mark Henry, give him the shell shock, match over. He'll do the big feed me more thing, getting the whole crowd shouting, feed me more, feed me more. And really Ryback needs to win, because if he doesn't win, I mean, it's over for Ryback. And Ryback could very easily be thrown into a WWE title picture, a world heavyweight title picture, maybe well, no, he doesn't really need a mid-card title. Speaking of, well, anyways, I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, this is just going to be a quick little match. It's going to be really cool for Ryback to work with someone as talented as Mark Henry, who has been in the game for so long and really is very good. I really think Mark Henry is a great performer. But, he doesn't need to win. Ryback needs to, and he will defeat Mark Henry. Next up is a match that I'm really not too sure if I'm excited about seeing. And that's the match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio! I'm sorry, BCS Universe. I've just always wanted to do that. Gosh, on this one, and I've thought about this one quite a bit over the last few weeks, and I have no idea who's going to win this match. I think Del Rio is going to win, because I really don't think that Swagger is ready to be world champion yet. Of course, he was a world champion briefly when he cashed in Money in the Bank, and don't get me wrong, the We the People gimmick is great. I love the We the People gimmick, and it's really gotten over with the crowd. It's funny that the guy who's promoting America, is acting the heel here. He might actually get cheered in New York because of how good he's doing. And the New York crowd is real smart. I think they like both of these guys, but I think that WWE is still trying to push Del Rio as kind of the Latin face of the company to appeal to the Latino viewers, since Rey Mysterio is not around and Sin Cara is just, there. So I think Del Rio's going to win, but Swagger will eventually become a world champion and will hold that title for a while. But I don't think his time is just yet, And I think, but it does definitely give Swagger a chance to perform on the big stage, so which is going to be great for him. And Zeb Coulter is just brilliant. I love Zeb Coulter. I'm subscribed to him on Twitter. It's going to be great. But yes, I think Del Rio is going to win and will retain the World Heavyweight Championship. This is simple. Cody Rhodes is a brilliant heel. Damien Sandow is one of my favorite characters in the WWE. The Bella Twins are hot. Tensai sucks. Brodus Clay sucks. Don't care about the Funkadactyls. Team Rhodes Scholars wins. Next. Ho ho ho. Yes, 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 yes. I love the Shield. Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose. These guys are the real deal. Now, something's got to give in this match because we've seen the Shield in six-man tag action before on a pay-per-view stage. You know, they've competed against, I think competed against Cena, Sheamus, and Orton at a TLC, I think it was. But so we've seen this before. So I think something's got to give. I've been reading that they're trying to find a way, or they want to find a way to turn Randy Orton heel. And I think this might be the way to do it. Orton can either cost them the match, either RKO Sheamus or punch Big Show in the nuts or something like that, and pick up the win. I mean, the Shield needs to win this match. They're still up and coming. They've got a lot of momentum. The other three guys are all multiple-time World Heavyweight WWE champions. They don't need to win. The Shield needs to win, and they will win with some kind of swerve, like I said. Or maybe even the Big Show is, for some reason, teaming with these random two faces. So, it's kind of strange. I think they just put this match together because they really just needed something for all six of these guys to do at WrestleMania. So they decided to throw them all together in a match. And it's going to be a great match because Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns can all wrestle. And we all know how established Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show are. So something's got to give, but the Shield will pick up the win, and you will all believe in the Shield. The Undertaker, the greatest performer in WrestleMania history, 20-0. When you think of WrestleMania, you think of the streak. CM Punk, the best in the world, period. There are a lot of people I've said up to this point are very, very, very good. Ziggler's good. Kane is good. Bryan is good. The Shield is good. But the best performer in the world right now, period, is CM Punk. He will lose this match because he gets the business, and nobody wants to see The Undertaker lose at WrestleMania. So The Undertaker will win. He will. The streak will go on. He will become 21-0. And I think this. I know this is going to be a great match. Not because of The Undertaker, but because of CM Punk. Punk is so good. And, The Undertaker, he only wrestles once a year at WrestleMania, which is fine. He's earned that right because of what a legend he is in the business. However, because Punk is so good, he's going to make this match just look incredible. And, Taker will do all the normal spots. He'll do old school, last ride, choke slam, tombstone, all that kind of good stuff. I don't know how Heyman's going to get involved with this. I don't know if he will. But Punk is going to sell everything. I think the build-up to this has been great. Unfortunately, nobody wanted, of course, to see Paul Bearer die. That's still a horrible, horrible thing. But it has. I hate to say this, but it has helped this storyline. You never want to wish that upon anybody, but it has helped the storyline, and they've built it up so well. The Undertaker's going to win. The streak will go 21-0. Punk is the best in the world, but he will rest in peace. Man, I have been looking forward to this match ever since Triple H made his return to the company, and so did Brock Lesnar. You knew this match was going to happen at WrestleMania. If you've been watching WWE at all for the last 6 months, you know this match was going to happen at WrestleMania. Triple H is going to win this match, and the reason I know he's going to win this match is because of the career stipulation. As soon as they announced that the career was on the line, I was like, okay, Triple H is going to win this match, and I knew this was going to be the case. However, I think this is going to be an awesome, awesome fight. Lesnar can throw down. Triple H can throw down. These guys are just going to beat the shit out of each other for however long they decide to let them beat the shit out of each other, and then Triple H will eventually pick up the win. The only wild card about this is HBK. I think, I don't know why he's there. I mean, he's there because he's Mr. WrestleMania, and you can't have WrestleMania without Shawn Michaels. I mean, he said it himself this past week on Raw. And you kind of knew Michaels was going to get involved with this, but I think, something that I'd thought about and something that I'd read was they had thought of, having Michaels turn on Triple H and setting up a match between them at WrestleMania 30. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that Michaels will help Brock Lesnar win. They'll do some DX spots. The crowd will be digging the hell out of it. And then Triple H will go back into obscurity. He'll probably wrestle again at SummerSlam and then maybe at Survivor Series and then the next year at WrestleMania. But he's got to wrestle at WrestleMania 30. But, I think this is just kind of a match for the crowd. Plus, they're not going to get rid of Triple H's career. I mean, they're just not. He's still got he's still got some years left in him. But Triple H will win this match, but it's going to be a hell of a fight, and I cannot wait to see it. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Rock, Cena. Those are the 2 words I was going to say. I don't know what you were thinking, but this, of course, is going to be the main event of the evening. And, a year ago when these guys fought at WrestleMania 28, they said it was once in a lifetime. But then the next night, The Rock came out and said he was going to be WWE Champion. And I admit, I marked out. I was like, hell yes, that would be amazing. But then, he went away and started doing his movie thing again. And I thought, okay, he just kind of said that to appease the fans and blah, 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 blah. But now he's back. And he is, in fact, the WWE Champion. John Cena will win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 29. I mean, he has to. I mean, you can't have a part-time guy like The Rock, who's only going to be around for, maybe SummerSlam, maybe next year's WrestleMania. He can't be the WWE Champion, especially after Punk just went 434 days of being the WWE Champion and giving the belt relevance again. I mean, that was just amazing. But John Cena will win the WWE Championship, and I really think there's going to be a swerve in this. I think somehow, I don't know if the Shield gets involved, I don't know if some unknown source gets involved, but this match will not end in a clean finish. And John Cena will find some way to, maybe he doesn't know what happened, but somehow he's going to win the WWE Championship, and it's not going to be a clean victory. Maybe he takes an underhanded shortcut because he says he has to win. So maybe I don't know. They say that a Cena heel turn would never happen. That would be so kick-ass if somehow there was a Cena heel turn out of this. I've been saying for years that John Cena needs to go heel. Just play off the crowd. I think eventually he will become one of the if he does what The Rock did back in 1998, where the crowd was just hating on him, and then The Rock turned heel, and then became who he was, then turned around and eventually became the greatest face of all time. Maybe second greatest next to Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I really think that a John Cena heel turn needs to happen. Maybe it won't happen here at WrestleMania, but I don't know. I still, just the bottom line is John Cena will win the WWE Championship for the 11th time at WrestleMania, but it's not going to be a clean finish. Again, whether Cena knows it or not, I don't know. But John Cena will become the WWE Champion, and that's how we will end WrestleMania. And there you are. That is BCSBuster's official predictions for WrestleMania 29. I'm so excited about this event. I wasn't excited about it until about a week ago, until the last few promos have been happening, and I've been reading some reports and just kind of starting to get jazzed and kind of remember why I became a wrestling fan in the first place. And I'm so excited. This is the one night of the year where I'm going to sit in my house, I'm going to order some wings, I'm going to put on my old NWO t-shirt. I was a member of the Wolfpack, by the way, red and black. And I will sit down and I'm going to mark out to some wrestling. And it's going to be great. But because this whole thing is called Interactive with BCSBuster, I want to know what you guys think. So please, hit me up on my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, tweet me at BCSBusterLP, leave some comments in the comment section below, If you just happen to do a random Google search for WrestleMania 29 and my video popped up, please leave some comments. I really value what you think, and I just want to get more and more interactive with the BCS Universe. I'll be resuming some LP action next week, but for right now, this video and this weekend is all about WrestleMania. So, I hope you've enjoyed my predictions. If you haven't, sorry. But again, let me know what you think, and maybe I'll do a post-up follow-up video afterwards, and we'll kind of see how I did at WrestleMania. But until the next time we meet, this is BCSBuster signing off. Don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at BCSBusterLP. Please tweet me all during WrestleMania because I'll be tweeting all during WrestleMania and want to get your thoughts. Check out my donations page on my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out the donations page. And as always, take care, y'all. Enjoy WrestleMania.